guys.
Happy New Year. It is 2023.
Yes,
and we
is.
are back with another video after being absent for
quite some time.
Her fault.
Okay. But we're so happy to be back. And we're so excited about this video that we're going to be doing today.
Check it out. So if you notice, we are not in our usual recording space. We decided to take an overnight trip away from the children.
Just me and you.
Just my baby and I.
Just me and you. And I think it's really important that every couple does this, just to get away and reconnect.
And this bed has been defiled.
More than once.
More. Alright, so before we get into it, some housekeeping rules. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, do so now by clicking somewhere.
Right there.
I think right there. By clicking, and be sure to share this video with at least 5 people. And hit that notification bell for when we post another video, which we will be posting other videos. The core of this video is going to be about the limited series that was just released. Yeah.
We want you to go back and watch it to get a better idea of like everything that unfolds.
Yeah.
Okay. And now we come to The Best Man, the final chapters.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was amazing. It was genius.
It's still messy.
Yeah. For them to really conclude it in this way. There are a lot of issues that go on in these episodes, and we're here to unpack. We're here to unpack their lives, the way we unpack just relationships in general, and just to see what we can learn from them.
And I think what's pretty dope about the show, I feel like they are relatable. As I'm watching the show, I can see actual people
in our lives that we know that
some in our lives and some just
in
people,
our own lives.
And some people in general. We can see that as everyday issues that people have. The dramas aside, it's always great to see black characters on TV, movies being portrayed in a positive light. You have a writer, accomplished writer
author,
in Harper. You have a cook, chef in Robin, his wife.
Yeah.
You have an executive in Jordan.
Yes.
You have
a
football player, an athlete in Lance. Mm-hmm. You have the Murches. You have Murch and his wife. They both were involved in a school. Mm-hmm. Murch is running a school, and his wife Candace is
pursuing higher education. Like, Shelby, of course, she was a housewife, but
Shelby's a hot mess. She's a housewife, but she's a TV star. And you have Quentin, who's running a chain of resorts from his family. Yeah. So that's so dope to see.
And so like these couples, they're facing midlife challenges of marriage, parenting, health, romance, work, and identity, right? All these things that they're battling at the same time, which are things that we all go through.
Everyday issue, everyday life.
And so we just wanted to take some time to unpack some of their stories.
Yeah. First of all, you got Quentin getting married for the wrong reasons. How many people get married for the wrong reasons?
Come on.
Like this whole idea of perfect couple. I know people who got married because there's a certain image that they want to put out there. So his marriage to Xiomara, whatever her name is, was, we all see that was staged. So the person he really wanted to be with, as toxic as it may sound, Shelby was the love of his life. So right then and there, you have people. Why do you get married? Why are you with the person that you are with? Is it a status thing? Is it just a show, or are you really with someone that you're really drawn to? Yeah,
they may have issues, but they're perfect for one another. It's crazy.
And what's crazy about it, right? Even though they had some health issues, they went on, according to the series, to have what a normal, happy marriage is supposed to look like.
Balanced and each other's support system, love and passion. Like they were toxic.
Healthy challenges too. You could see some healthy challenges between them.
And I love the way it took a turn for that. Like I was like, okay, this Xiomara character, she's just like You don't want the person that you marry to change who you are either.
Yeah.
She completely changed Quentin into this. They're like, who is this man? Like, you want to be influenced by your partner to become a better person, right?
Yeah.
But if your partner changes who you are, then that's a problem. Like,
you could tell that wasn't him, and his friends did not, other than Merch, because he just wanted to be a best man at somebody's wedding. He didn't care. He just wanted to be a best man. That was weird. That's another topic altogether.
His wife was like, yo, why are
you obsessed with being a best man, bro? But they all were able to see this was not the cue that they all knew. And sometimes it's okay to have our friends give us a reality check and really process what they're saying. And
I love the reality of him showing them actually aging.
Yeah.
And facing these midlife crises. And so it's almost like we know that we're gonna get old one day. You know, you don't want to, but it's there. You can't beat it, right? And so I love how they show them actually taking steps to better their health.
Yeah.
You know, and not just, well, you know what, all right, it is what it is, I'm gonna die. But no, okay, how are we gonna work out more and eat healthier? And she was really supportive of him and trying to take care of him.
It is so funny to see Shelby's character arc. Because she was like a minor character from the first movie. She was just Merch's girlfriend who was stuck up, and to see her trajectory to being a wife. And she being responsible. Because when her daughter, when Quentin want to splurge and buy their daughter whatever, she was a more level-headed one. So it was really dope to see her character arc.
Which shows that you grow. People grow and they don't have to stay a certain way.
That's true.
I love the way they all right, and so now we move on to Merch and Candy. Okay.
Candice.
Candy
was a stripper name. She's saved now. She ain't about that life no more. I feel for Merch, man. Merch was always portrayed
as
a soft dude. And you see it in the first movie.
Second movie.
I don't know so much so in the second movie, I'm trying to remember. But in this one, even, spoiler alert, even when Harper's book is turned into the movie, his character is exaggeratedly soft.
Yeah.
So he felt some type of way about that. But
he stepped up.
He had to be Mr. Mom.
He stepped up as the dad. He took over and was very, very supportive of his wife. I love how he supported her through her journey. But you don't ever want to get to a place where you're holding in your feelings.
Yeah.
And I feel like he held in so much that caused him to really okay, I need an outlet. And that's what caused him to go into this boxing.
UFC, to be like, fighting.
Really? Like, you, Merch, right?
But which is also dope because he actually won his first match. He didn't even know that he had the potential to be that way because he's always been like the soft dude playing Mr. Mom. And also another thing about their character arc that we can learn from is this thing about gender roles, right? Because he had to be the one that is taking care of the girls, bringing them to school. Almost like mom would drop something at the last minute that involved the girls because something came up with her. And
he just had
to adjust.
Whatever, even if he had any plans.
Yeah.
Okay, I need you to cancel your plans and be the dad.
Be the dad,
And I really didn't like the way she addressed him in that way because I understand that you're busy, but hello, we both have lives, you know, and so I think she kind of crossed some lines. He was very supportive in allowing her to do all the things she needed to do, but I think she really needs to think about him more as well. So never abuse your partner to the point where they feel like they're alone in this.
That's true. I feel like he was okay doing that. And then he was triggered by the movie. Oftentimes we are triggered by certain things that we try to block out. And then when they come in the forefront, he have impact and affect everything else. Because he had no issues before being Mr. Mom. But then the trailer dropped for the movie and he saw how he was being portrayed. And here you come trying to tell me, bring the girls because I got something else to do. Go bring the girls, this, that, and the third. Another person trying to walk all over me. Right? You know, and kudos to Candice too. Her character, you could tell she had a goal and she stuck to her goal.
Very passionate about it. She went the extra mile to make sure that she was respected for her position, right? Even if people went against it and didn't believe in her, she like, listen, I'm very passionate about this,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna go after it.
And what's beautiful about it is like, she wasn't just a stripper in the first movie. She was working up to this because she was a student. She was stripping too for school, work her way through this, and then now eventually trying to get her doctorate to better the world. And it's so dope because it's an education. Her thing is working with children, families, and giving them a good way. So it was pretty dope to see. Yeah.
So now we go to...
Where do we want to go?
Let's go to Lance.
Let's go to Lance. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the first thing I want to say about Lance. Sometimes we project onto our children. We want them to be what we want them to be. Which is okay. Like, you can have dreams for your child, and you can share those dreams with them. But when you force it on them, that's when it becomes a problem. Lance was very, I wouldn't even call it passionate. I would call it like he was.
But for a while though, his son LJ also was not telling his dad his true feeling, because I think there's also this idea, this feeling that, okay, Dad, I'm complying because he is skilled. He is going to those practices. So even though Lance is projecting his own goal on his son, but I don't think the son helped because he took it by not sharing.
But then his son couldn't share.
Maybe he didn't feel like he had a voice, because what he wanted to do was completely outside of what his dad wanted him to be.
Did Lance even create an open space for LJ to share his true feelings? Obviously he didn't.
Yeah.
Because when LJ finally came out, you saw his reaction.
Yeah.
You know?
Remember, he's also a Christian. He's an alpha male, an athlete.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about an athlete, a Christian athlete, a black man, you have all the traits of what could be contributing to toxic masculinity in Lance. And now he has a son that's coming out as non-binary.
Non-binary. I love how Lance had real conversations with God about what he's dealing with, and like real prayers, like, Lord, like, you know, help me to understand, or help me to deal with this, or help him to change. Like, real prayers that I would probably pray for. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
I could see a lot of believers who have children who are dealing with sexual identity issues, the difficulty and the hurt, the pain. Yeah, well, let's respect the parents' perspective too. They have feelings as well. I know it's all about the children who are identifying in certain ways, but we still have parents who are dealing with this also. It's painful for them because that's not the trajectory they probably had for their kids.
A lot of people, there's a lot of hatred towards those people. And so parents now thinking, man, I don't want my kid to suffer, you know, being bullied or being hated on, or hate crimes, you know. So there are a plethora of reasons why a parent would be feeling this way after finding out
because
that their
remember
child.
Also when he disappeared, the first thought was,
somebody
did he commit suicide? No,
not even
self-harm.
Self-harm, or did somebody do something to him? Everybody is a body.
Everybody, I like that. Everybody's a body.
And so,
if the body understood that concept, those bodies would still be bodies and not dead. Ooh. Woo. In addition to dealing with that, Lance is still grieving the loss of his wife.
It's been years now that she's been dead, and he's still grieving.
He's still grieving.
You know?
He's still grieving. And grieving in unhealthy ways.
Yeah. And even when LJ said, I wish it was you and not her.
That died,
That was like another dagger into his heart, because now I'm a failing dad. Like,
and Lance kept saying that too. Say, Mia, you knew this. You're better at this than I am. Like, I don't know how to do this.
Listen, parenting is one of the hardest jobs in the world. You know, you want the best for your child, but will they really walk those steps? Like,
and what is the
all
best?
You can do is like just pray and just commit them to God. Like, just
like he did.
Like he did.
Oh, Lance find love.
Love that.
Oh man,
I love that he found love.
He found love from someone who was not on his thing.
His addiction to sex was just overrated. Like, but some people, they just don't know how to cope with their issues.
Loss,
So they'll go to the extreme and do just.
So much we can say about Lance. His character has a lot, and his trajectory has been interesting too.
So moving on to Jordan, powerful black woman.
Still single.
Meaning, like, she has a lot going for herself. She's beautiful. She has her own. She's taking care of her own self, independent.
Yeah. She's executive,
like
NBC,
climbing the ladder,
like,
and she's just the bomb.com, but she just can't.
But that's also a reason why she's single.
Down.
Her character dealt with a lot of self-care stuff in this particular show. Mm-hmm. She's so about her business. She's so about being successful.
She doesn't know how to slow down.
Yeah, so life is passing her by.
Can you relate?
Mm.
Can you relate?
Yeah.
Ladies, like, this is the perfect example. I love that they included that into the movie.
Yeah.
Because this is reality, guys. This is what we all go through.
Yeah.
We need to learn how to slow down.
Slow down.
Especially when you're getting older. Like, she went blind for a second, for goodness sake, right? I really wished that the series ended with her settling down.
To see where she goes.
To see, just to live the rest of your life with someone. Like, not get off of Harper's job, but, like, Harper's not your husband. I'm sorry. And, like, I understand there's a passion that they shared from college, but Harper chose...
Soulmates.
And I don't know. Do you believe in soulmates?
I don't know what that's. But the way the show opened up, check out the way the show opened up. The show opened up with Harper receiving the Pulitzer, and the person that was there was Jordan, Nia's character.
But at the end,
it was everybody.
All of them were there.
But also at the end of the show, after Harper's wife, we talk about them in a minute, move, it was Jordan and Harper in the park. So if there is another final, we might see Harper with Jordan.
I really feel like I really wished
Jordan need happiness.
She would have ended off with that guy, that black guy that
Demetrius.
Demetrius.
But Demetrius was shady.
If that's a deal breaker for her, understood. But I just love how she really stepped up for him, though, in a time that he really needed someone to understand or even speak for him.
Yeah.
She was the one that would help Lance to understand, okay, this is what your son is going through, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And I know it makes for good storylines that Harper and Jordan, they have something
chemistry,
because they have this chemistry that just lasted. But when you are at your lowest point, you gotta watch who you invite into your circle, into, like, who are you around. You know that you have a thing for her. You know. Now we're gonna kind of segue into Harper. You know, you have history with this woman. You and your wife are going through right now. Why are you with her? Why are you with her?
A lot of people call Harper the villain of the entire series, from the movies all the way up until the show, because of his what they call selfishness. I could see their points, but I don't know.
In some cases, I can say you obviously only think about yourself.
All three
throughout the whole series. Entire, like, since we've known Harper throughout this whole his life in The Best Man, you've been very selfish. And you've had this woman that is stuck beside you.
Is it just ambitious or selfishness? Or is it like a thin line?
I think ambition is okay, but you got to consider others in the process. Like, and he did not really consider his wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, I understand, and she didn't have to go to the extreme of moving to a completely different continent.
Ghana. She was chasing that dude. I don't care what nobody said.
Happiness. Like, she wanted to finally be happy.
Happiness.
So, like, I don't feel like she should have went to that extreme, because now his daughter is taken away from him.
Let's recap. So, first movie, Harper wrote the book without telling everybody, and it's about them. The second movie, Best Man Holiday, Harper did another foul move and started to write Lance's autobiography without his knowledge. Oh, come on, Harper, you're not making it easy.
And he's trying to make money off of these people's lives, right?
The third show. At least they're trying to make the first book into a movie. At least he went around trying to get their approval. But now you want to pivot from doing that kind of writing to being more of a serious urban writer. But that pretty much consumed your life. and your wife is now feeling left out in the sense of the things that she want to accomplish are not being accomplished.
Yeah, like you're not considering me.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I've been here beside you through your whole entire writing journey, right? But I have a passion for cooking. I have a passion for this. Yeah. I tell you, you say you wanted to move us into this huge house. I'm like, okay, I don't want to do it, but I will do it for you. I say, hey, I want to purchase this place. Just look into it for me. You can't do that one thing. So it's almost like, okay, I have to do everything you want me to do, but when I need you to do something for me, you can't do this. But you couldn't even sacrifice 2 months for me.
Yeah, because because an opportunity is coming up for you.
For you, so we have to do it for you. And the way she always bent for him shows the supportive wife that she was. I don't care if anybody talks bad about her. No, she showed like an immense amount of support. She had her own thing to go to when he had his premiere night. She said, okay, how about I come to the premiere night and I take pictures, I watch the movie, but then for the after party, I go to my thing. And he
did a cool move by not going to the after party and go to see her.
No, he went to see her, but then after he went to see her, he went back to who?
She told him to go.
Okay. But when he saw that they weren't there and only Jordan was there, what should he have done?
That's his best friend. So they hung out. They went to Brooklyn. They went to Brooklyn.
Best friend.
They went to Brooklyn.
My asparagus.
Wow. The one thing...
She has different clothes on.
Because she went to her house because she get to change. She got to change her clothes.
Why?
She was going to be comfortable, not in a gown, be in sweats. That's Jordan's story, and she's sticking to it. No, but nothing happened. I think they ended up kissing, and they got interrupted by the phone call.
Nothing happened? Kissing is nothing?
Oh, Lord, here we go. We're going to watch this be a conversation.
Kissing is nothing?
Watch this be a conversation.
Kissing is more intimate than sex. Who agrees? If you agree with that, comment below.
They can. Here's the one thing that popped in my mind thinking about Harper. Harper's shortcomings, I'm realizing they're not intentional. In his mind, everything he's doing
is for his family.
Getting the bigger house is for his family so his daughter could go to a safer school, not in Harlem. Racist. Pursuing more stuff so he could build his wealth so his family could be better off. So it's very important that as we are chasing the bag, that we are being very balanced. As we're trying to chase success, sometimes we think...
Balance over the bag.
That's good. What we think we are doing to set up our family...
can be affecting
our family. Because sometimes our family's needs are more simple than we think it is. Robin wanted time, she wanted support, she wanted duplicity, a reciprocity in support. And she wasn't getting it.
And she was fine with the way they were living before. She didn't want a bigger house.
She didn't want all of that stuff.
Who wants this? You? Because I don't want it. So you think you're working for it for us.
Yeah.
But it's not really for me. Like, I don't want that. I just want you. I just want your time. And she spent years waiting for him to give it to her.
Yeah.
And I could understand a wife who is tired. I'm not a testimony. It's not a testimony.
Yeah. It's an example.
It's an example. But right? Like, you can understand.
Like that therapist said, though, does Harper know all of this stuff? In his mind he's just chasing and grinding and being success, and residually his family's benefiting. Yeah. But she doesn't want the residuals. Yeah. She didn't want residuals.
And she even admitted that she keeps a lot to herself. Yeah. Going back to merch is like don't hold in your feelings.
Yeah.
Whatever you're feeling, you need to let your partner know. I can't expect my husband to know that I'm not happy about something if I don't say anything. Right. He's going to continue to do that thing.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to continue to suffer in silence. There's so many things that we probably missed that if you saw in these characters, like, comment down below. Yeah. Like, because I would like to hear more.
Even if you want to go to a mental health route, you have Merch's daughter dealing with anxiety.
Listen.
Obviously LJ dealing with the sexual identity situation.
Another issue with spoiling children.
Children.
Wanting to give them a life, right?
Shelby and Lance.
Yeah,
oh my God, so much
there's
jewels.
So many different things we could talk about.
And also the trauma of Harper and Robin's daughter being uprooted from what she's known to go to a whole different country.
She cried her whole way
without
there.
her dad. She thought she was going to be okay until she realized the car's pulling up.
And daddy's not coming.
Daddy's not coming.
It also shows the effect of divorce on children.
Oh, Lord. So much to unpack.
Are they even considered? Like, it's just so much. Yeah. So much to unpack.
Yeah. Kudos to the act. Oh, my God.
Acting.
If you want to talk about, like, the actual production itself, acting was phenomenal. I don't think there was... Writing was dope to me. I know some people might disagree. This is where things become very subjective. We hope that you guys got something from our character and couple breakdown that you
unpacking.
Can apply. Yeah, man.
So like I said, if we forgot something, comment down below, like whatever you noticed that we probably failed to mention.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear your ideas and your thoughts as well. All right, guys, that's our time. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for watching.
If I do say so myself. Let us know if it was a good one. We like affirmation.
Comment down below what other videos you'd like to see from us. We're always looking for ideas for our channel. And we thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like this, share this with
5 people.
5 people. And we will see you guys in the next one. All right, y'all. Deuces.
What time is
it's
it?
a wrap.